Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakar Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching His word truthfully, faithfully, strongly, and sincerely. And I say shalom to you Akim out there. I say shalom to y'all out there, like I mentioned before. And this is a quick sit-down lesson on this Wednesday afternoon on January the 12th, 2022. And I'm about to bring this news article out. And this is from January the 12th, 2022. And this is from RT.com. And the highlight of this news article says, U.S. must prepare for war with Russia, ex-Pentagon official claims. Security advisor allegedly conflict is likely to break out over tensions surrounding Ukraine. The U.S. must ready itself for a war with Russia, a former Defense Department officials has warned, saying that Washington could obligate to step in military if Moscow decides to mount an invasion of Ukraine in the near future. Evan Foskis, who served as a Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Russia, Ukraine, and Eurasia from 2022 through 2015, published an op in Defense One and Tuesday, in which she claims that an imminent Russian invasion of Ukraine is more likely than not. It says the former Obama administrator official insists that diplomatic talks between Moscow and Washington taking place this week are likely to fail, and that the U.S. should already be getting ready for war with Russia. In an echo of words former President George W. Bush used to describe the nation's invasion of Iraq in 2003. I meant to say she called for us to marshal an international coalition of willing to deter Russian Vladimir Putin, and if necessary, prepare for war. And it says, according to Farkas, Russia fails to abide by international has been emboldened by recent mass protests in Kazakhstan, a neighboring nation and former Soviet republic in which Moscow has close ties. All this, she alleged, making more likely than ever than Putin is planning to invade Ukraine. If Russia prevails, she warned, we will remain stuck in a crisis not just over Ukraine, about the future of the global order. Far beyond that, the country borders. Left unrestrained, Putin will move swiftly, grab some land, consolidate his gains, and set his sights on the next satellite state in his long game to restore all the pre-1991 borders. The spirit of geographical influence he deems was unjustly stripped from Great Russia. Farkas' article comes as a senior diplomatic for the U.S. and Russia meeting in Geneva this week to discuss security proposals the Moscow delivers to Washington in December. The Kremlin has requests guarantees that NATO and the U.S. military bloc will not expand into NATO and Georgia, two countries that share borders with Russia. An American official, meanwhile, has expressed concerns about the alleged Russian troop buildup near Ukraine and have said that they will not make any promise about NATO membership. Despite the apparent impasse, officials from both sides had indicated that they are willing to negotiate while they have the tense, Russia has repeatedly denied it and has any aggression intentions towards Ukraine and has accused the U.S. of fueling tensions by providing Kyiv with arms and military support. So, yeah, since this, this ongoing, continual conflict and situation that's going on, over there, the talks between the nations, they're going to continue to have more talks. I believe this Wednesday or Thursday, I believe. So it's still going to be like an ongoing talks. It's an ongoing situation that's going on. And this is a former Pentagon official, saying security advisors alleged conflict is likely to break out over tensions surrounding Ukraine. And then, even though these countries are willing to negotiate, talks, but I think most likely, Russia, their promises for security is gonna most likely get denied by the United States, even though they're still willing to talk on both sides. So this conflict most likely is still going to continue to go on and intensify, and from Russia's standpoint, United States is still going to reject and deny Russia promises for security of a possible weaponry and build up help for Ukraine, due to the fact if Russia might do an impossible invasion, on the border, while alone they have Russian-backed allies as well too, and you still have those deployed troops over there from Florida, like I mentioned before a couple of months back, so you got that ongoing situation as well too, and United States did fund $300 million of military weaponry to and military aid to Ukraine, because they still, United States is still partnership and ally back with, the NATO and the EU, which is the seven countries, of NATO, and NATO will, I believe, continue to expand their help for Ukraine and will be their back allies along with the United States as well too, even though both sides from Russia and United States and NATO, they are obligated and they want to negotiate talks, but I believe on both sides, it's not going to be any progress, even if it might be possibly be a peace deal, but it's still most likely that's not the scenario case in this ongoing decision that's going on, So I just want to bring out a scripture according to this highlighter right here where it says U.S. must prepare for war with Russia, ex-Pentagon official claims. And this kind of go back to the wars and rumors of wars, That's a sign of a rumor of war. It's definitely, it's going to come to a reality. And this is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 7 through the Holy Scriptures. And it reads, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, right? You're going to hear wars and rumors of wars constantly and continually. Because, this is a year of 2022 of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai turning up the heat, And these wars and rumors of wars are starting to come a reality, on an everyday basis, And be not troubled, right? Because, we are the men of the Lord and prophesy these things because, we are the watchmen. We are the true watchmen of the house of Israel, which is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled bird Israelites as well, too. We are the true watchmen of the house of Israel, because we watch these things unfold around the world, and we are prophesy these things. That's why we do these sit-down videos, be on the highways and byways, do our sit down lessons, be on the highways and byways, and continue to learn from the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, and our elder bishops as well too, including our elders in our camps and the elders around the four corners of the globe, including the brotherhood and the Akim. We do all these things and continue to learn, being in this truth, and continue our readings and everything like that, etc. Because, we are the true watchmen, and we continually not to be troubled of these things, because these things are need be to come to pass, in the signs of the times that we are living in accordance to the Holy Scriptures, And these things must need be, but the end shall not be yet, right? That's because the end is not going to be yet, because more upcoming prophecies are coming. The Charagma, the MOTB, which is the book of Revelations, 13 and 16 through verse 17, and that's that digital currency, because the U.S. dollar is weak, and these other countries are not using the American dollar no more because they feel like it has no more value, and all these nations going to start turning full out all digital. We definitely are in the process of that right now, So, that's when that MOTB is going to come into full effect, where you got to buy or sell, and that's going to be that hour of temptation. That prophecies is coming as well too, And so, that's the one to bring out, to hear these wars and rumors of wars, and it's starting to, come a reality as I brought it out in the book of Mark, 13 and 7, the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 7, I meant to say, Salakia, roughly paraphrase. So, these upcoming increases of wars and rumors of wars is coming reality now, because like the scripture says, roughly paraphrase, and the last days shall be perilous times, and we definitely are living in those perilous times, And like I mentioned before, when the MOTB come in full effect, is that buy or sell, because everything is going to be full all-out digital currency, because the paper dollar is not going to have no more value no more, Everything going to be exchanged to digital currency, So with that, I hope this was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching His word truthfully, faithfully, strongly, and sincerely. Until next time, I will say shalom.